I went to see Gravity this week with the Cinema Society at my university. Gravity as a film is like nothing I've seen before. It's a totally different experience. I've seen a lot of space films. Gravity is just an interesting take on that, set pretty much entirely in space. No sort of Earth sort of bad perspective, and focusing on those two main characters, the trials and tribulations they go through. I saw it in 3D, which was the only option that when I see it, and I'm so glad we did because it was amazing. Michelin talks about it in his video about having a list of films that are good in 3D and being quite small, and mine are pretty much the same. There's not that many films on the good 3D list, and this is definitely one of them. The film stars Sandra Bullock and George Clooney as the two main principal characters. For the most part, it's to do with Sandra Bullock, Dr. Ryan, her sort of experience wanting to survive and trying to build up hope and trying to sort of get back to her. The acting is really good in this film. Those two actors work very well together. It's just really interesting to see how those two play out in the sort of dynamics of space. Being set in a sort of realistic space environment, it's obviously going to come under some criticism, not being 100% sort of scientific in its sort of realities. The film itself is well grounded in scientific reality about what's happened in the event of something like this actually occurring during a space mission, and that is a good thing that helps me sort of realise the sort of reality of it and sort of connect with the characters. Obviously it has come under some criticism for not being 100% towards that, but seeing as it's a film, it's allowed to take some liberties as long as it's got that sort of grounding in sort of the reality, which I think it has done. If you want to hear about more about the science behind it, there's an interesting podcast which Michelin linked me to, and I'll put that down in the description, and if you want to check out his video as well, then I'll link that to you as well, so go check it out because that's a really good thing. This film just goes to show how even the tiniest thing can escalate into the biggest problems. An interesting series of triumphs and dangers, and sound work is excellent, or to be honest the lack of sound work at times is even better. Just interesting to see the destruction and the danger, and you sort of re-feel for it, which is an exceptional part of the film. Obviously being in space, it is a very visual thing. The shots of the Earth at the very beginning as well as throughout the film were absolutely incredible. They were brilliant, breathtaking, and even better in 3D, which, as some of my friends have put it, is going to be a bit different when you watch it at home. It's not going to be the same. It's one of those films that you really need to watch in a cinema or something with a really big screen, because at home, even with the best 3D TV, it's not going to be the same as watching it at the cinema. As I said earlier, there are some liberties taken for development of the plot primarily, rather than scientific reality. It leaves us thinking about how we would react, or how people would react about being stranded alone in space with no help, nothing below, just you and nothingness. They sort of acknowledge the fact that it's dangerous, but it's also very sort of amazing at the same time, and that sort of combination is an interesting dynamic. Plus the film is only 91 minutes, so it's not too long. It moves along really well at a good pace. It's well put together, and it's just a nice experience, and definitely something that I would recommend you go and see. It is not going to be my favourite film of the year, but it is definitely up there with some of the best ones I've seen, and it is an interesting and unique experience that I would highly recommend. My name is James Hayward. Please like, comment and subscribe, and if you've got any good films you think I should go and see, then let me know down in the comments. See you next time.